violence or no other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Well, investigators are trying to get to the bottom of who is responsible for such a tragedy. But Evergreen right here, as you guys can see, is blocked off as police try to handle this investigation. Many people are now wondering who would want to do something so horrible to a child so young.
Very tragic evening.
A triple homicide rocks Detroit's west side, with two of the victims being a mother and her young child between the ages 5 and 7.
This is someone who violently took a baby's life.
Police Chief James White says the family hadn't heard from the victims in weeks. After realizing a back door was kicked in, that's when they made the grisly discovery of a man and woman in their 20s and 30s dead from multiple gunshot wounds.
Dang, and you know, the later they discover the bodies, the more difficult it becomes to find the super gremlin that did this. But you got to understand that this is a regular occurrence in the community. It really is. I mean, look at the story we did in Milwaukee. The 6 people killed there. 3 of them were witnesses to another murder. When does it stop? When does it stop? Right? But the problem is, it's not going to stop, because as a community, as a whole, we're not focused on this issue. To us, it's almost a non-issue. And it's sad and it's disgraceful, but we kind of like and embrace super gremlins on Demon Time. Right? I mean, we have to, right? For this to occur and we don't have protests or Black Lives Matter or anything, you know what I mean? This is acceptable in the community. It's a shame.
They continue to check the house for additional victims, and unfortunately they did find a 3rd victim, a child in a room, deceased.
The child had also been shot multiple times as well.
The child was
God, this is a super duper gremlin. Shot the child multiple times, bro. What are you on?
in his bedroom on the floor. It was clearly the kid's bedroom. So just a very tragic scene.
Investigators searched the entire house for evidence as tensions rise across the street between police and onlookers. Right now there's...
And, you know, why are you giving the officer attitude, bruh? He's trying to figure out what happened to these people.
Lookers. Right now, there's no telling how long the deceased were inside. Police, however, are searching for the person responsible for committing such a crime.
Every resource we have, as you look around, is going to be dedicated to getting the perpetrator off the street who murdered this baby and these 2 people in this home.
And the gas station right across the street, as you can see, is a green light location. So hopefully there is additional information that can lead police to whoever may be responsible. On the west side, Victor Williams, Local 4.
Yeah, let's hope so. All right. Thank you, Victor.
This is a tough story. We're talking about 3 people murdered inside of a home here on Detroit's west side, including a 5-year-old boy named Caleb. Has so many in this neighborhood asking, how can you murder a child?
Please help.
Well, I can answer that. Super gremlins do it all the time. It happens all the time. I mean, just go back and look at my videos. Little girls, little boys, women. I told you, anybody can get it from a super gremlin on Demon Time. Anybody. So that's how you can do that to a little boy. Because as a community, as a whole, even if a few people knew who did it, we still have that street code in effect, no snitching. So what are you going to do about that? Yeah, we know who did it, but can't bring charges because nobody's willing to testify against them. No witnesses, no evidence, no face, no case.
Please help me.
Broken and desperate.
I received the most devastating news of my life, that my grandson had been killed.
Shalisa Floyd is Caleb's grandma on his dad's side. She says he's a rambunctious 5-year-old who liked toy trucks. He was shot and killed, we're told execution style, inside a West Side Detroit home. His body discovered on Sunday.
What mindset can anyone be in?
The hip hop mindset. The New York state of mind. The dirty Detroit, you know what I mean? Like, the hip hop mindset allows you to be in that mind frame. And I'm not saying it's hip hop's fault that this guy did this, but think of it like this. When you're preparing to do something like this, a drive-by or whatnot, walk up, home invasion, triple homicide. When you're preparing to do these things, you're not listening to classical music. You're not listening to Beethoven. You're not listening to Bach. Listen to Tupac.
That would shoot a baby in the face intentionally.
Former state representative Sherry Gaydon Yeager.
Multiple times. Not just once. Multiple times. R.I.P. to this young brother Caleb, man, for real.
Is related to Caleb, comforting Caleb's grandma 24 hours after getting this shocking news.
You have to be heartless. There's one thing to try to even a score or have issues with an...
There's one... Look at her trying to justify Super Gremlins being on Demon Time. It's one thing if you're trying to even a score. I could understand if y'all did this to the boyfriend or did this to the boyfriend and the girlfriend, but not to the child, though. There are no rules when it comes to the streets. There are none. So you even trying to put rules and parameters, oh, it's okay if you just even the score. That's fine. Street justice is okay. Just leave the babies out of it. It don't work like that. So you're an enabler. We all, and on this channel, we identify and know that most sisters are enablers. This is what they vote for. They're the ones out there protesting. They're the ones out there defund the police. They're the ones out there glorifying the likes of Dante Wright, George Floyd's, Jacob Blake's. They're the ones fighting for these guys. And then they little badass kids is coming in the streets and tearing the whole city up. So for her to even say that is, it shows you the mind frame. It shows you the mindset. And it shows you why the community cannot be saved.
Adult, but a child is off limits.
Detroit police say Sunday evening a family member who had not heard from Caleb and his mother Lashon Marshall went to this home off Evergreen near Finkel to find Lashon and her boyfriend Aaron Benson shot and killed inside. It was Detroit police who minutes later found Caleb's body in another room of the home.
You could have just left my grandson there alone. I would have come get him.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have laughed. This is why I have a huge problem with what Mayor Eric Adams did. You never negotiate with terrorists. There is no way in hell you could have, there's no way in hell the Super Gremlin would have said, boom, boom, shot the parents and then went in there, seen the kid. Oh, damn, he a witness. He 5 years old. If he was younger, I would have. Maybe that went through his mind. I don't know. But there's no way he would have called the grandmother and said, hey, you know, I just killed your daughter and her boyfriend. Come get your son. Come get your grandson. Super gremlins don't provide common courtesies like that, if we can even call that a common courtesy.
The looming question why remains, and the killer is still out there.
I'm just thinking to myself, like, he could have grown up to be anything he wanted. It's our future. He was our future. Why would you take my grandson from me?
There are 2 Greenlight gas stations across the street from where the murders happened. DPD hoping that there's video evidence. If you know anything, speak up, call Detroit police. Reporting on Detroit's west side, Jessica Deepening, Fox 2 News.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And we begin with the family's unimaginable heartbreak. The grandmother of a 5-year-old gunned down in a triple murder is speaking out.
That little boy was shot multiple times and was found on the floor of his bedroom.
Police working to find the gunman or gunmen. Grandmother, though, has a simple message to the person responsible. Pamela Osborne following the story tonight. Pamela, she is not holding back.
Not at all. She says the past 24 hours have felt like a nightmare that she just cannot wake up from, all because of what happened inside of this home here with the white door that you see there. She is pleading with all of you at home, if you have any information at all, to come forward, help her understand how and why this happened.
Totally devastated, in shock. I've been totally in shock.
Caleb was a bright light. He loved to play, especially with trucks. He should have been looking forward to his 6th birthday, but now his family needs your help finding the person who took the rest of his life away from him.
For you to shoot a 5-year-old in the face, not once but twice, you could have let him go so that he can remain and live. But you
the super gremlin could have let everybody go. He didn't even have to do this in the first place. The fact that they're trying to, and I know this is a gruesome crime, but the fact that they're trying to rationalize and logicize, if that's even a word, the super gremlin's actions is just, it's losing me right now.
You had to be a coward and take him out. Why? Why would you do that to my grandson?
Caleb, his mother, and another man were found shot to death in this home on Evergreen Road in northwest Detroit Sunday. It's unclear how long the 3 had been inside.
A monster would do this.
Caleb's grandmother, Shalisa Floyd, is hoping someone, somewhere, will do the right thing and come forward.
This is something that needs to stop. Caleb was our future. Now he's going to be put to rest. At 5 years old, he was only 5.
And police aren't talking today, but yesterday they did say that they are looking for a person of interest. Anyone, again, if you have any information, you can call police. You can remain anonymous. Call.
And it's too late. That super gremlin's gone in the wind. The no snitch policy is in full effect. So like I said, thank your local gangsters. Thank your whatever local set there is. Thank them, because they're enforcing the street codes. They uphold the street codes. And then the community upholds the street codes as well. So you can thank your street code for that. That we're not going to find out who did this.
Call 1-800-SPEAK-UP. Reporting live tonight in Detroit, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.